Alright, here is the video review for TransFormMission, Overturn, their version of Dead End in the combiner. You might hear some Splatoon in the background. Nobody's playing some Splatoon 2 in the other room. So, just give you an update on that. Trying to get these done before like 3 in the morning. So anyway, here is Overturn in his car mode, and it's very nicely painted. Nice stripes, nice maroony color. I've always liked his color scheme, I think, the best out of the Stunticons. Just something different. It's not silver or purple. It's kind of cool. It rolls okay. Just like that. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Anyway. So I'm going to do ARM mode first because it's way easier to do the ARM mode straight from car mode versus going into robot and then coming into it. So his gun pops out under here. Let's go ahead and pop that off. You do have to get this combiner port out somehow, and it's a little difficult until you realize you can actually push it through from the back. So in order, we have to pull the legs up, collapse the car bits a little bit here. So if you come up here, kind of crack them like this to get these tabs loose, and then pull the windows up, because these center pieces split on hinges. It can come out. One, it lets the feet come out for combined mode or even robot mode. Like it helps to get the feet free, so we can kind of lift these up kind of like gull wing doors. You see now there's clearance for the feet. Pop this, get this piece undone here, untab these panels, and that will let you open up this whole. This will rotate down. Well, that will let you get this whole assembly off to the side here to bring the legs up. Once you've done that, before you close these, here's where I was talking about. Kind of pull these out to the side. And that right there, the dark gray there, that's actually the back side of the combiner port. So it helps if you can push it. You may need a tool of some kind because it's got a pretty strong click, but slide that out, and that'll save you a whole bunch of effort of trying to pry this thing out. And then extend this piece right here. Again, you may need a tool because the extension, it's honestly a little easier to put this on the combiner mode itself and then pull it out, but you want to extend that joint. That gives them a little extra room for the arms. And once that's done, you can go ahead and put these back into their car mode positions here, like that. Because the front end of the car is essentially going to stay the same. All we're going to do here is bring these rear pieces around, open them up, fold these back down like this. Can get this out of the way here. And then these rotate like this, so make sure those are flat like that. And then kind of bring the arms, or the lower half of the car, kind of up onto the back of the car here. Like that, and then snap it back together. Windshield peg back in properly. There we go. So yeah, you just kind of want to collapse the car up like that with the combiner port out, and then these will stay out like this. You want to, this is where the hand is going to attach, and you can just take these and kind of fold them up in here on either side using this joint. Just kind of fold them up into either side to cover up the legs there, in and down next to that combiner port. Just like that, and then you take the arm piece. Again, you want to make sure these are pushed together. For some reason these are bent a little bit, and I don't know, but you want to make sure those are tight together. And then those posts are just going to go into the slots here on the arm. So just line those up. And the friction on this is actually better than on drag strip. It only has one side. Kind of like that. It doesn't plug in on both sides of the thing. At least not that I found, unless I'm just completely missing something. And again, being a review sample, this came with no instructions. But it is stiff enough that you can use that stiff ratchet on the arm, imposing it. I'd still support it just because it's a little nicer that way, but it is there, and that's going to attach, and we'll show that off in the combined form video. But there's his arm with Overturn. And to go into robot mode, like I said, we've already kind of started the process. Pull that off, push the combiner port, or collapse it and push it back up into the body. Fold his chest panel down. The legs, split those up and again. And you kind of have to finagle some of these pieces around because they come around. Make sure he's facing his front. Fold these little gray pieces in. These kind of brace the side of the car. So fold those in on his waist. Because see, the transformation hinge, instead of coming down from the front or the back like a lot of them do, these actually fold around to the side. So once you've got them straightened out, bring the front of the leg here with the front of the waist, which is the top of the car. You're going to rotate this around like this. For the final mode, this will come down on this hinge here and cover the wheel once you fold it in. But you want to fold this piece with the foot in first. But before you do that, flip the foot down. Then fold this piece in here like this. And then you'll see there's a little tab here. A black tab on this piece that goes in between these two slots here to lock the leg together. He still has a lot of play side to side in the ankle, and there's really no way to fix that. Once you have him in robot mode, he'll stand okay, but there's a little bit more wobble there than I'd like. But here's ratcheting knees. Take the feet and turn them around. Actually, you don't need to turn them around. That's my fault. Been playing with several of these today, so a little. Bring the foot down. Okay, bring this up and over so you can fold it around the leg. Bring that down over the wheel. Make sure those tab together back here. Flip out the heel piece on each toe. And these will come flipped up like that, so make sure you flip the toe around like that. And there's his lower body done. Just stand up. Yeah. Like I said, again, this is a test shot. I don't know how close this is to final, so some of this stuff may be tightened on the final. There we go. So we'll come up here to the upper body. And the upper body is very similar to some of the other ones in that we're going to basically just kind of collapse the top of the car down onto the back here. You want to pull these open again and kind of, they're on sliders. You want to pull them out to the side here, out this way, because we're going to bring this whole assembly down here. And then once you've done that, come here. We just open them up like that. You can see they slide up a little bit, and we'll do that in a minute. We'll fold them. Once you got them out here, slide them down, fold them up like this, and then pull this whole assembly down. And it's going to go down between these slots here. This piece right here collapses in, as does this piece over here. And you can collapse that down to the back just like that. This front piece folds in, and then these pieces collapse up onto the top of the hood like that. And then the backpack just kind of sits there on his back, much the way that Carnage and Disorder did. And once that's done, you just pull the arms out to the side and down. Rotate them so the elbow is facing forward. Open up this panel and extend the forearm. Then close that panel back up. It'll tab in right under here. And same over here. And stand him up. He's got the little gun that we took off earlier. Just flip out the handle and open up his hand. His hand just has the one-piece fingers. Close that up. And there's Disorder, or not Disorder, Overturn in robot mode. He's got a ball joint neck, which is nice. A hinge and a swivel, at the shoulder. He does have bicep swivel. I feel like this should rotate in some manner. Oh, there we go. Yeah, rotate the wheel down and over. Just like that. Give him some detail up there on his shoulders. But bicep swivel, hinge or elbow joint. He does have wrist swivel as well as the opening fingers. Waist swivel, side to side on the hips. Thigh swivel. Hinge knees, right? You can hear the ratchets there if they're about 90 degrees. And he does have some ankle tilt as well as some front and back on his feet as well. He's also got the side knee joint, but that's for transformation. And like I said, could be a little bit more solid. But I can't complain. I can't list that as a legit critique because that could just be a test shot issue. It could be on the final robot. And even if it is on the final robot, it's not horrible. But just be aware that it is there. But there is TransFormMission Overturn, the last of the pieces. We haven't done Powertrain yet. I'm going to be doing that video next because he's a lot more involved. And then we'll do the full Havoc combiner. But there is the last member to be released. He'll be out shortly. TransFormMission M-03 or M-04 Overturn.